The Weeknd just announced his movie coming out May 16th, Hurry Up Tomorrow, which is obviously the same title as his album coming out in February. And this is very interesting just because I personally thought that this movie would come out a long time after the album. And this is actually pretty soon after the album, less than 3 months than when the album releases. So it's really interesting. There's a lot to theorize on this, and we obviously don't have a trailer yet, so we don't really know exactly what this movie is going to be entirely about. We do have a little bit of some brief summary, but we do know the stars. Obviously, Abel is going to be in it, Jenna Ortega. It's going to be very interesting, and the font is really interesting because we kind of have this red and bluish font color, and they are different colors than After Hours and Dawn FM, because that's what I think of when I think of red and blue with The Weeknd. But it is kind of different colors, so it is interesting that it's not following suit with the color schemes that we've gotten throughout this trilogy. And May 16th is very interesting just because I think that The Weeknd could really use this to his advantage to market this while he's on tour, because like I said, less than 3 months until, after the album releases until this movie. So I think if he tours North America in that time period, he could play the trailer before every show. And I know he did that with The Idol. I remember seeing him on After Hours Till Dawn tour, and he would play the Idol trailer before he went on stage. So yeah, I think he could do a very similar thing, and definitely indicates to me that we could get a North America tour or a tour regarding Hurry Up Tomorrow within that time frame between the movie and when the album releases. Or he could announce the trailer at the Rose Bowl show, or I don't know. I think that's kind of far off, the Rose Bowl show, so I think he could maybe release a trailer quite soon, because it is, the movie's coming out pretty soon, May 16th. That's not too far away, especially for a theatrical release. Usually movies get announced a year before, so this is quite soon. I think we get a trailer pretty soon, because you're gonna want to market this movie with the trailer, put it on TV, whatever the case may be. And if he did this at the Rose Bowl show, that would only give it less than 3 months to actually market this movie. So I think it would be smart for him to maybe release the trailer quite soon. I don't know if it's going to be this month. A lot of my predictions regarding this rollout have been quite wrong, actually, just because if you look at my rollout predictions video, I was kind of wrong. I said Open Hearts was going to drop this month, and yeah, I've just generally been wrong on this rollout, so don't listen to me. But I think that we could get the trailer maybe early January, because I think this will be the last piece of announcement or news that we get regarding this rollout for 2024. I think in 2025 the rollout is going to start to ramp up quite heavily, and as far as what the movie is actually about, we don't really know entirely. Given the font and the colors, it seems quite separate from the actual trilogy, so I think it's going to be a different story than what he's been telling with these albums, After Hours, Dawn FM, and now Hurry Up Tomorrow. I think it's going to be separate but connected at the same time. I think maybe there'll be something crazy that happens at the end that will connect it all together with everything that's happened in this trilogy. But as far as what the movie is about, we don't really know too much. We do know it is kind of a horror movie, because obviously with Jenna Ortega being in this, she was starring in Wednesday. She does that kind of creepy, scary role pretty well. So I think that she could definitely fit in this movie in that way. And I think it is going to be kind of a horror-esque movie. Maybe not completely jump scare, but maybe some creepy imagery, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I hope it's good, because I say that because the Idol was interesting. I actually think the Idol had a lot of potential, but there was just certain scenes that came off kind of gross and weird and weren't needed in that show, and kind of left a bad taste in the audience mouth. But I think that it definitely had potential, but yeah, it definitely fell flat. So I hope this movie is good. I hope he does it with good taste, and I think it will be. Just regarding it being tied to this album, it definitely seems like there's a huge plan regarding this, and it's been in the works for a while. So yeah, I think we could get the trailer quite soon. I think we could get a lot of marketing regarding the album, and then the movie quite soon, because I think the rollout is going to ramp up in 2025. I think the rest of 2024 is going to be quite quiet. Abel will enjoy his Christmas, New Year's, whatever. But then 2025, the rollout's going to start ramping back up. So let me know, what are your thoughts on this? What are your hopes and expectations for this movie? I'm very interested to see what the EXO fan base thinks of this, and what you guys hope for this movie, because once the trailer comes out, that's when then a lot of theories will start coming out, and we could really dive deep into what this movie is going to be about. Just regarding right now, I don't really have that much of a clue. Actually, I forgot to mention this. I do know it is kind of about a stalker fan that follows Abel, and I think Abel is going to be kind of playing himself, but maybe he'll have a different name. So yeah, I forgot to mention that. My bad. That is kind of what the movie is about, which is very interesting. So there's a lot to cover, and when the trailer comes out, there'll be even more to dive into. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Playboy Cardi likes my channel, so you should too. Subscribe and leave that comment.